Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at their new home, Fiserv Forum. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Love.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint. Giannis said, I can already do a lot of damage, basically without a jump shot. Just driving, making plays, and free throws. When that jump shot comes, it's going to be a problem for a lot of players in this league. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. Clark, you admire rebounding. You were a terrific rebounder yourself. What makes these teams so great on the glass?
Well, Kevin, a few things. One, they emphasize it. They prioritize rebounding the basketball. And then they send everybody to the glass. A lot of guys for each of these teams goes to the board, and the work ethic is outstanding.
That hustle, and you were a hustler, but I know you admire that as much as anything, don't you?
That's a big part of rebounding, hustling.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Sexton is out there with Porter, and it's Zizic in at center. And for Milwaukee, Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at point guard. Now here's Porter. Sexton. Good D by Matthews. Bledsoe with it. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 5. The Cavaliers pull it in. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. And it's Osman missing. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
The pass to Sexton.
Antetokounmpo is clearly a freak of an athlete at his size, with his agility and length and strength. And what really makes him special is that he works so hard on the defensive end. If he's on you, he's going to make it a long night for you.
Now Sexton. His last outing, he had 8 points. Nance finds Sexton. Passes to Osman. Here is Nance. Just 5 to shoot. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time for Middleton. Matthews with it. He's picked up by Nance. Matthews passes to Lopez. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Porter passes to Sexton. rejection by Giannis.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cavaliers. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul. Here's Sexton. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. And Clark, with Giannis, you could see the change in his demeanor last year. You know, he knew he was unguardable when he was on the floor.
Well, guys, you know you're special when you can say nobody can stop me, and the general consensus is you're right. I mean, I can't think of any player in the NBA that's really suited to guard Giannis with his blend of speed and strength and ball skills. That guy handles the ball exceptionally well for a big man.
Porter passes to Nance. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton, and the layup's good off the glass.
Really amazing. Absolutely astonishing how accomplished Antetokounmpo is on defense. I mean, he's disruptive wherever he is on the floor defensively.
Now here's Nance. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Bledsoe outside to the paint, and the dunk by Lopez.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
The Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Deflects the pass. Porter against Giannis. The 3. But they get it back. Osman kicks to Sexton. Nance outside. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Not going to go that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And a wide open look for Porter. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Nance against Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Nance.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws here tonight. And he makes the first.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
And so he hits both. The efficiency of Giannis, Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
Selected with the 8th pick back in the 2018 draft, Colin Sexton, the main reward for the Cavs, Greg, after the Kyrie Irving trade.
Sexton wearing the same number 2 jersey as Irving doesn't feel the need to measure up to expectations created by Kyrie. Cavs fans, though, hope he does.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Sexton. Some guys check the league standings every day. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach when you played?
Hey, I didn't look at them much because we were a team that was struggling, Kevin. We were just trying to find our way to being competitive back in the early 80s with the Pacers. So I never got to the point where we were a team that was looking at the standings daily. And I avoided the papers pretty much throughout my career just because it, to me, was a bit of a waste of energy and time. I had more things to focus on than where we were in the standings and what people might be saying and writing about us.
Porter, and the rejection by Giannis. And it's the Bucks on the break. The wide open look here for Lopez from outside off the mark. And so Sexton will bring it up for Cleveland. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Here's Middleton. Larry Nance making his last shot. It's Giannis with the drive.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Here is Porter. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And the Cavaliers call time here. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
Sexton the pass to Porter. Takes it from 10, and it's off the back rim. No good. The Bucks trail. And Middleton kicks to Hill. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. The open look here for Sexton. Tries to keep it alive. Off target from outside.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Lopez passes to Middleton. Porter pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now, here's Garland. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Nance shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw good from Nance.
Well, the Bucks on offense look to swing things around and pick up the tempo as much as they can.
Well, you know, this team was second in the league in pace. Want to get the ball down the floor and get an easy 3 or a transition chance. That was their game plan. This approach had them as the 4th best offense in the league last year.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
Cavaliers leading. Now, here's Garland. To the inside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. They get it back, and the foul called on Antetokounmpo. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Outside Hill. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Darius Garland picks one up.
Hill's experience on display there, doing a nice job handling the physical contact and drawing the foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Playing a physical brand of basketball so far, and those trips to the foul line have been very effective.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Free throw drops for Hill.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Henson's checked in. And he makes the first but misses the second. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Hill. And here is Garland. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot clock at 6. And here's Love from the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Middleton. Tips it up. Hill dishes to Middleton. Kicks it to Lopez. Hill looking around. Goes up again. Bledsoe finds Antetokounmpo. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Here's Garland. Excellent D there from Hill. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Eric Bledsoe. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. Now, here's Garland. Back to Love. Over Lopez. Here's Henson, and John Henson with the slam.
And, you know, Henson's height and length and reach makes him a force on the glass. He does a nice job chasing down those rebounds. Tell you what, George Hill is one of my favorite players to watch. A veteran point guard. He's bounced around a bit the last few seasons, but he gives you leadership, toughness, a cool demeanor, and he's one of the smartest players I've ever been around. Brings value to every team that he plays on.
And the first one drops. And with Hill, as you said, Clark, he's a perfect fit as a second unit leader.
Yeah, I love the fact that George Hill really gives you everything you need in the backcourt. He's an excellent defender, makes really good decisions, can score the ball when you need him to. He's ideal to come off the bench because he packs a lot of production into short playing stints.
He's off on the second. All right, Clark, game is on the line. One free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great names. Here's Connaughton following the score by Cleveland. Lopez inside, working on Love. They get it back. Ilyasova. And Henson sends it back.
Boy, I like seeing Henson make good use of that real reach of his to deny shots.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now, here's Exum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Looking for Henson. He gets it there. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Seeing the intelligence on display. Henson knows where to roll after setting the pick. That's important. You just can't roll anywhere.
There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. Hill passes to Connaughton. The three from Korver. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this is Korver's shot. Continues to knock down that tray ball. He's as consistent as it gets from here.
Pass to Love. Back to Dellavedova, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you know, what a season for the Bucks last year. Best record in the East, best record overall in the league. The team cruised during the regular season to win 60 games.
It's his first trip to the line.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And Dellavedova is a hard-nosed guy, a tough guy, somebody who hustles for loose balls all the time. His teammates absolutely love his energy. You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Here's Connaughton off on the layup.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's Dellavedova. It's tipped.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
Now here is Hill. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Memphis. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Garland. Pass to Love. Banked in off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Cleveland ahead, up 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you got, just say, you know, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Robin Lopez out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Hill. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, in just his first season with Milwaukee, a huge success for Coach Budenholzer. I mean, came in and led the team to the top seed in the East, gave the franchise a huge boost, and I think they found their leader for the next several years.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Clark for the Bucks. The players said Budenholzer instilled a sense of confidence in the team.
And you know what? Sometimes you have a coaching change, and that injection of a different type of approach and a change in culture can make a big difference. Coach Budenholzer has always shown the ability to get the most out of his roster and shows you what a difference a coach can make.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Dellavedova kicks to Exum. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Bucks trail by 8. 4-on-3 break. Here's Hill. It's not going to go for him. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Garland the pass to Love, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a bit of a journeyman in the NBA, Greg, the last handful of seasons.
Good motor on the glass, and he can chip in for a 20-point game every so often.
Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 6. Following this run, they get to host the Mavericks. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. 3-on-3. Baseline jumper. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. So a chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at Bledsoe. He's not too far away from a spot in the starting 5. A lot of votes have been coming his way.
And even if he doesn't get the fan votes he needs to become a starter, you have to believe he'll be a part of the Eastern Conference All-Star team.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. From deep three-point range. No good from Zizic. Feeds to Ilyasova. Sexton with it. He has 7. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter.
Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season. Allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
And he can't hit the second. And even as the Cavaliers lagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton publicly described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach.
Here's Hill. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Monday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming into town. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. The first one falls.
And in my opinion, Hill is simply one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. While he's not that tall, he's got exceedingly long arms, and he does a great job using that length to dissuade passes and to challenge shots.
Larry Nance is checked in for the Cavaliers. Three-pointer, Dellavedova, offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. Nance has got the lead up to 8 now for the Cavs.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Now here is Hill. Not a lot of room. Over Sexton. Here's Ilyasova, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the length of Ilyasova, really a problem for defenders. Very tough to keep from fouling him when he's looking to score.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Robin Lopez. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Dellavedova is scanning the floor. And stolen by Ilyasova. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
Here's Sexton. He's got 8. Nance outside. There's the pass to Zizic. He kicks it to Sexton. On the wing, Porter. Clock is at 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists now in this one. Giannis right side. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Sexton the pass to Zizic. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Ilyasova, and it's Zizic with the rebound. Zizic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Low block shot, and it's Porter hitting it to go. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, it's so good to see how Dellavedova plays to his strengths, guys. I mean, specifically, how he finds the open man. Nice. Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
Passes it to Zizic. He dishes it to Dellavedova. Drills it from outside. Dellavedova's got 7 points.
Man, I like how Dellavedova gets that shot up so quickly, always measuring the shot as the pass is coming to him.
Bledsoe outside. Nance with some nice D. The Cavaliers leading by 11. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
Outside Matthews. The Cavaliers pull it in, and there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Ilyasova. And Middleton subbed in for Kyle Korver. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Osman's checked in. Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe. That one drops for him. Bledsoe's got his first bucket in this one.
Love the toughness of Bledsoe. Outstanding at maintaining his balance, even when you body him up.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass to Zizic. Pass to Osman. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo throws down the alley-oop slam.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Cleveland leading by 9. Sexton the pass to Zizic. Here's Osman. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. Larry Nance third.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
And Matthews gets it to go.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Now Porter, 7 points in the game. The pass to Zizic. He lobs it up.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Boy, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Pass to Giannis. Porter against Bledsoe. Clock at 6. Matthews, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 9. And Sexton has it in the corner. And it's Osman missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Matthews dishes to Bledsoe. Back to Matthews. The putback. It's good on the putback. Here's Sexton. 8 points for him. Pass to Zizic. Here's Osman. Lopez covering. Now here's Sexton. 6 to shoot. That one off the back iron and out.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Porter. And Nance kicks to Osman. Here's Sexton. Misses the 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. And last year, Chris Middleton, not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past. Still a solid shooter from all ranges.
And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
And the first one drops. Well, last season, Chris Middleton was asked Clark to change his game, and even though it took some adjusting, the results were there.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that's not easy for a guy of Middleton's ability. Early in the year, Coach Bud asked him to take on less for the good of the team. That meant less post-ups for Middleton, less shot creation from him, and the numbers for Middleton went down, but the success of the team took a big bounce forward. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, he's cashing in on those.
It's tipped. Now here's Bledsoe. He's covered closely. 2 points. That one goes. Bledsoe's got his second basket.
You know, really hard to corral Bledsoe when he's playing with that unbridled energy. He's understated, but always aggressive.
Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Exum passes to Garland. There's 1:38 left here in the second. 6 on the shot clock. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Antetokounmpo. Finished off the break. Giannis has got the lead up to 1 now for Milwaukee. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Bledsoe finds Lopez, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Nice pass right there, and the 7-footer Lopez getting off the floor to punch it down.
So it's the Cavaliers now. Pass to Exum. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. 6 to shoot. From deep. That one, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Garland kicks to Love. And the pass to Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And Bledsoe, here we go. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Garland, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, your guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Well, I think our activity, hopefully in the pick and rolls, is making it difficult on them, contesting every shot, denying just our activity in general.
High hands and quick feet. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 24 points, 3 assists, and 11 rebounds. He's in a crazy zone right now and seems to be even hotter than he was in their last game. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, the Greek Freak, he said in his interview that he's low-key, but you saw in the first half, he got that rare inner passion for the game. Kind of like Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan. They just destroy you quietly.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
Well, it's good to be physical, but there's a line that you don't want to cross. You can't constantly give up free throw chances by fouling guys too aggressively. You have to get back in this game by staying poised, smart, and avoid fouling.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Bucks leading by 7. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Porter is out there with Sexton. And it's Zizic in at the 5 spot.
You got to try to keep Bledsoe out of the lane. You can't let him get in there. As soon as that happens, you're in trouble, big trouble. You know, while Eric Bledsoe isn't a 20-point-per-game scorer like he was in Phoenix, you could argue that he's a more effective player since coming to Milwaukee. His efficiency is at a career high level.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And for Bledsoe and the Bucks, he's been a great fit, Clark, as a third option on the team.
Yeah, I agree, guys, because it really comes down to recognizing the right spot and right role for you with your team. And Bledsoe himself recognizes that. He says he's the happiest he's ever been since coming to Milwaukee.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
You know, an athletic and strong player at his position is Bledsoe, and he's a confident guy who I think makes an impact at both ends of the floor.
Goes up, and the jam by Bledsoe.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here is Porter. Over in the corner, Osman. Just 4 to shoot. Over Giannis. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. 5th, Eric Bledsoe.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Bucks leading by 11. To the middle. And Lopez throws it down.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Porter against Matthews. Porter kicks to Sexton. Back to Porter from downtown. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 6 assists now in the game. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the dunk by Lopez.
You know, when Bledsoe is dishing it like this, it makes everybody better. Want to keep seeing him do just this.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's sent back by Bledsoe. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Here's Sexton. 8 points for him. Clock at 6 over Bledsoe. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Sexton.
You have to honor Sexton's jump shot. He has a strong grasp for when to let it fly.
Middleton for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Middleton's got 7.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
And here's Sexton. 10 points for him. Passes it to Nance. Porter against Giannis. Shoots over Matthews. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Timeout called, Cleveland. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's Osman, defended by Middleton. Ring shot on the way. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Pass to Matthews for three. Milwaukee the rebound. And to Antetokounmpo. Giannis on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 26.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Here's Osman. And another three for Cleveland. Clark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Porter with it. 12 points for him. Nance outside. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Chris Middleton. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Then for the Cavaliers, Henson comes in for Nance. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jetty Osman. And so it's Cleveland with it. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pass to Zizic. Dishes to Dellavedova. Poked loose. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly. He blocks it again. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
Milwaukee leading by 12. The pass to Lopez. Inside. There's Porter with the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
To the paint. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 11 points.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Hill with it. Now guarded by Porter. On the wing, Giannis. And Henson sends it back. Now here's Sexton. Lopez covering. And Cleveland turns it over again. And here's a look at some numbers for Giannis.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Down low, now the feed to Ilyasova. The double clutch. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the way Ilyasova angles his body and contorts it really makes it tough to defend him inside.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
That free throw good from Ilyasova.
A couple of things that make Ilyasova so unique are his quickness and shooting ability at 6'10".
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Love's checked in for Zizic. And it's Garland in for Sexton. And both free throws good for Ilyasova.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall I think it's pretty solid.
Here's Garland, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 4th assist in this one.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Hill up top. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. To the inside, stolen by Henson. And the call will be against George Hill. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's Garland. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. There's the dish to Henson. He feeds it to Love. Back to Henson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Passes it to Dellavedova. Exum deciding where to go with it. Goes back up. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. And so he'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. At one point, they led by 16. Back to Korver. To the wing on the left. Lets the 3 fly. Lopez, no luck.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
There's a great example of Love's basketball IQ, getting himself into perfect position for that putback.
Now here is Hill. Tight defense on him. They need this one. And Lopez gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 12.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
Here's Love. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's Hill penetrating. Here's Connaughton from beyond the arc, and then some.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Now Garland. Pass to Henson. To the left side wing. but they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Milwaukee leading by 13 from 12 feet out. Garland with the rebound. Kicks it to Exum. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's foul number 2 for him. And Cleveland making a change here. Osman's checked in. Henson against Ilyasova for the 3. And it's Osman missing.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Outside Hill. That one falls. Hill's got 5 now.
And, you know, when Hill is working the pick and roll, he's got a lot of different ways that he can hurt you. He's very talented, and he's also a good decision maker, and that makes it problematic for the defense.
Now, here's Garland. .132 left in the third quarter. Henson in the post, defended by Ilyasova. Shot clock at 2. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. 5th best, the Bucks.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. Wesley Matthews checked in for Pat Connaughton. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. And Cleveland also making a change. Larry Nance is checked in for Henson.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
And here's Exum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Osman. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Bledsoe outside. The open shot, Lopez doesn't go for him. The Cavaliers trail by 15, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Garland dishes to Love. And Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
And it's Middleton penetrating, and that one is good. Middleton's got 9 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Wants to get it to Matthews and does. Another shot. Kicks it down to Middleton. Got a piece of it. And so it's Milwaukee out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Ilyasova at the 4 with Lopez at the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Bledsoe outside. Outside Matthews. Middleton on the wing. And that one, good.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. Garland with it. He kicks to Love. Here's Nance over Ilyasova, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And scoring the ball extremely well. I don't think the defense is getting up into Nance enough. Got to turn up the burners a little more.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. And then for Cleveland, Zizic has checked in for Love. Porter comes in for Exum, and it's Sexton in for Garland. Nance no good on the free throw. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. To the middle. Fades away. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Matthews.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Osman, defended by Middleton. 6 to shoot. No one near him. Good on the jump shot.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Inside, Antetokounmpo. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Antetokounmpo's got 32 points in the game. Outside Porter. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And Antetokounmpo with the block. And they're able to recover.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Off target from the baseline.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Bledsoe passes to Matthews. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Now the pass to Zizic. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here for Cleveland. They've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Sexton deciding where to go with it. A floater, It's good.
Clever and confident in that pick and roll. Sexton's decision-making in these sets has really improved.
Milwaukee leading by 17. They double-team Bledsoe. Middleton outside. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Porter dishes to Nance. Passes to Sexton. Stolen by Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo finds Matthews. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, Wesley Matthews brings a ton of energy, and I love that. Solid at putting the defense in a pickle and then forcing the contact to draw the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Mark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
To the paint. Here's Lopez. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Nance has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Osman. Five on the clock.
Switch.
Oh, Nance in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And I like that play. Nance on the roll. Great athleticism. Tough to defend.
Bledsoe looking it over. Middleton outside. Over Sexton. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got 11 in the second half.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
No good from Zizic.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass to Zizic. Here's Osman. Back to Zizic. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now Giannis. Down low. And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Giannis.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Cavaliers are gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Now, here's Sexton. Pass to Porter. Mark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. And Clark, many fans thought Brook Lopez might have lost it after his stint with Los Angeles, but, you know, he was reborn after joining the Bucks.
Yeah, sometimes a fresh start re-energizes you and helps you change your game. This guy was, though, a 20-point scorer a night in the past, so he can put it in the basket. He didn't get those kind of numbers with the Bucks, but really was exactly what they needed as a big guy who could shoot the three and also be a rim protector inside.
And that one falls for Middleton.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy two-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's tightly guarded. Knight in the corner. He tries for three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Brown finds Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
That free throw missing. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. He hits the second from the line. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
Connaughton, two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Brandon Knight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Here's Dellavedova. They get a hand on it. And the pass to Henson. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles, season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. But for a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
Shot clock at 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's DiVincenzo, defended by Dellavedova. High post Lopez, working on Henson. Lopez passes to Wilson. And Henson sends it back. Here's Windler. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here's DiVincenzo, defended by Dellavedova. At the top of the key, Lopez. The shot that time, not on target. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Windler, the pass to Dellavedova. Here's Wade. That shot off. Good D by Lopez. And it's the Bucks ball. Here's Connaughton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds?
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Larry Nance is checked in for Cleveland. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Enzo Knight will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Passes it to Henson. Pass to Windler. Cleveland moving it around. Clock at 6. Here's Knight. Sweet little floater. Knight's got his first basket.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Knight. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right, right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. 1:32 left to play here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Milwaukee.
And, guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Knight. He's guarded closely and taken away by Brown. Lays it up off the glass.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Knight dishes to Nance. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The shot's good from Henson.
Henson very skilled down low. At almost 7 feet tall, the defense cannot allow him to get deep position.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Knight. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, you know, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.